In this GlassTrax training video, I will be covering how to do purchase order buyouts. Now, a purchase order buyout is different than a regular purchase order because a purchase order buyout is always linked to a sales order. In other words, you are buying products or services to fulfill an order to one of your customers. So in order to start with this, I need to have an order with buyout items. So in the detail of the sales order, I'm going to go ahead and do 3/8 inch clear tempered. And let's say I need to buy this glass out. In that case, I would change my material source to buyout. That can be automatically set from the inventory control master files items screen as well, so that you don't have to remember to change that each time if it's a product you always buy out. I'm going to go ahead and put in 44 by 44 and my line's finished. Now, since this is tempered, I need to say logo on this. And I'm going to start a new line. This is different though. This one I'm going to say I'm supplying the glass and my vendor is just tempering it. So it's a service or a process that I don't do or I don't have the capability to do at the moment. And in this case, I'm going to come down here and say, all right, we're doing a 36 by 36, and I'm going to come in here and go to processing and hit add, and I'm going to add a temper process, which is a buyout, and I'm going to put in my 3/8 inch clear tempered here. And now I can save this and say done. Now I'm buying out just the process of tempering. I'm sending my own glass. So in this case, you can see, hey, 3/8 inch clear tempering, single light. The Y here means yes to buyout. Once I have my information here, I can also put non-buyout lines on the same sales order and just not mark them as buyout in the material source or in the processing. It doesn't matter. As soon as I'm finished with this order, I can come here and I can either order finish, send information to my customer, or I can go straight back to the header and hit create PO. What this will do is it will go ahead and first create your pack list if you have that turned on, and then it'll pop open with our PO buyout screen, filtered for just the order that we did. Now, I'm not showing for production or processes, but I can check this box here and hit display. Now, here's the first line where I was buying the glass from the vendor or product from the vendor. The second line that's highlighted in a light green is a process. So I can then pick and choose one or both of these and send them to a vendor. So if I want to do both, I just say, hey, I'm sending this to Glassman, and I say create PO. I can copy over any notes from the sales order. I can define my purchase order number, and it fills in everything on the sales or on the purchase order here. All you have to put in is the ship date. But if I look at the detail, everything comes over. Here's the first one. It shows you the sales order line number, and here's the sales order line number process number. So as you send this out to your vendor, everything should price out if you have those prices set up for your vendors. And then if not, you can also obviously update the cost right here as you're putting it in. When you're ready, you just say order finished, and you can print or email the purchase order straight to your vendor, and you're ready to go. Now, when you receive that inventory in or that processing in, it will pop up and say, do you want to see a reservations report for this inventory or processes that you've received? And it will show you the sales order number and the customer that product is for. Once I've got that ready to go, that's the purchase order buyout from the sales order screen. Now, some people like to do these in batches, or they'll put in all their buyout stuff throughout the day. They don't want to create a one-to-one relationship with one purchase order for every one buyout that I do on a sales order. So what they do in that case is they will come into purchases and go to the purchase order buyout screen. Now, this is the one we just had open, but I'm going to go ahead and just say, show me everything. And I'm going to say, show me the processes as well. And it will go ahead and list all of your buyouts. In this case, I'm excluding if they've been invoiced or excluding if they're already on a purchase order. I don't need to see those. And I can then pick and choose from here what I would like to include on this buyout. And then again, do your vendor, create PO just like we did before. Come back here, select the next lines, do a different vendor, create PO, and so on. So it depends on how you want to run things, if you want to do it from the sales order header screen or if you want to do it in a batch like this. It doesn't matter in GlassTrax. You can do it either way. The receivings work the exact same way as well. So that's how you do a purchase order buyout in GlassTrax. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to email glasstraxtech@kssco.com. Thank you.